Woo! Oh yeah! We got breaking news about that pedo R. Kelly. He's taking the piss this time. I always said it. If you're in the piss play, you're gonna have to clean it up in more ways than one. Hell yeah! Listen, I can get down with the freaks. I can ride that train into the dusk-filled pits, eyeing the clock because I don't really know why I agreed to any of this. Today we're gonna find out what drives a psycho lady to keep emailing me for snickerdoodle recipes. I don't give out that information. We're gonna get into the trash fest that is this year's Oscars, so you can find out how those bad fathers and prissed out bells take their opinion and smother you with it. This is the... What? What is it? Can it wait? It can? It can wait while I do something really important for a bit? Yeah? Great. Awesome. That was my secretary and girlfriend, Candy. It's none of your business and not a work issue that should be held accountable for in any way, Mom. Okay. This is the Cowman's Country Slaughterhouse.
Country
Moo!
Slaughterhouse. Country Slaughterhouse.
A show that will set you straight, burn the sheets out in the back, and call your father's brother to bring him back in for one last heist. Take it all from those bastards. When that asshole kid on his scooter won't stay on the sidewalk, kill his whole family with anthrax. Now, I understand football the way a man who trains his dog to fetch his beer understands the waste of potential and not instead teaching his dog to fetch his gun so he can show the neighborhood children what it was like in his day. Therefore, as you know, I'm the authority on this subject, and I can only say, in response to this latest NFL scandal, I told you dummies, there are pimps working for the NFL, old, white, and ugly, so you know what they do? They employ Asian women who are trained to rub feet from a young age in the jungles of Southeast China. It's sick, and it's wrong. Any place that is a haven for foot fetishes is disgusting, and they should all be deported. Even Kraft. He's old. Retire him and Brady. That's what I always say. I always had a problem with a cheese ball like that guy owning into the league. We need an entirely new lineup for the Patriots, made up of WWE wrestlers who couldn't pull in the ratings to merit pay-per-views. Then maybe my favorite team, the Bovine Bills, will finally take it all and leave the kind of legacy that Michael Jackson left from dying on a toilet. All I'm saying is, either the NFL puts its foot down on this prostitution ring its owners are running, or it goes Vegas with the whole shebang. And hey, I've been to Vegas, baby.
Buffalo Wild Wings, where the 19-year-old waitress can get 90% of your order right. You can hear a couple fight behind you. Yes, Buffalo Wild Wings is the place you need to be. Fun. Buffalo Wild Wings, it's filled with fun.
We are about to make history on this show when I get to interview the pastor, lead singer of the Fallen Idols, a prospect that leaves me more excited than riding 3 hookers bareback for a pack of smokes. Without further ado, let's bring him in. We're down on the 9th inning and only one man can save this boat from exploding on the shore. It's the pastor.
Hey, thanks for having me, I guess. Radio is a dying form of expression that my band is looking to avoid so that we don't look increasingly bad, but, thanks anyways.
Hey, people bring their opinions to this show. I welcome anyone's ideas that are not my own. One time, I was harassed by 3 Satanists, and I sat them down and I said, your beliefs do not influence me in any way. And then we pass the cold ones around because that's where you find Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus. Would you say that Jesus was crucified?
Oh, yeah.
On a stage, once a month, at the juke machine on 8th, rocking out in every direction like a wayward blessing, huh, Cowman?
Yes.
Yeah?
That is exactly how I like to do this show.
Well, count your sins, Cowman, because Jesus would never degrade himself like that.
Well, I don't know if you would call it.
I personally hate myself, hate my image, and what my music represents. But I cannot stop, not even in the wake of child support that I should just be obligated for and not required to pay.
Wow.
It's a disease, like stage 3 cancer, and I hate when people call attention to it like you are now. Musician, more like affliction.
Wow.
That's my next album. How's that for an announcement, huh? Don't talk to me, don't look at me, but come see your show. It's in an hour from now.
Wow. He's gone? Yeah, okay. So I guess that just goes to show that you should never meet your heroes. I'm still using your music though, even if you're a wet dick bag. The Oscars was a trip. As for why? Because I barely watched it, and Pop snuck a couple pieces of acid in my beer when I wasn't looking. Lady Gaga won for Best Actress. Yeah, right. The Green Book won Best Picture. More like dumbest. Sam Raimi won for Best Actor, and I mean, come on. You might as well award those teeth Best Dentures. And Spike Lee won for Best Director, which was around the time I was fully gone, on the phone with my ex-wife whom I haven't seen or spoken to outside of a court of law in almost a year to give me another chance. And if you're wondering, no, she did not. And that was the gist of the Oscars. All of these things may seem to make a mountain out of a molehill or an Amy Adams out of an Olivia Colman. This is a new thing I'm gonna do that I like to call Movie Review, where I tell you about the movies I've been forced to watch over those which I would choose to watch, like Venom, which was snubbed, I tell you. 1. Fighting with the Family, a movie about 2 kids who want to become pro wrestlers. Let's just skip to my favorite part, and that was and is every time The Rock. So when I saw him in the trailer, I remembered thinking, he's probably the only good thing about it, and I was once again completely right. I give it 5 out of 10. 2. The Mule, and I know it came out a while ago, but I just watched it the other day, and man, oh man, that was an amazing film. Feels like it was made just for me. Clint Eastwood, probably the best actor who isn't Mel Gibson, plays an old guy who drives to deliver drugs, bangs hot babes, and tells the millennials where he packs his gun, so to speak. That is, before it was ruined when he decided to not just let his bitch wife die alone and join her for redemption, I guess. I give it a 6 out of 10. Now, Attila the Battle Angel. I'm sure I wandered into the wrong theater, thought I was gonna rewatch The Mule until I saw an onslaught of doughboys and some kind of gay formation waddling their way in. I had to leave almost instantaneously because I will not do bug eyes. 1 out of 10, no question there. Last but not Attila the Bug-Eyed least was Glass, which, little known fact for those of you like myself with an eye for the hidden messages left by filmmakers, is connected to an earlier movie by the same director called Split, which was a movie that confused me, but I will not get into that. This better win Best Biopic next year instead of one of those Queen retellings, or I will set into motion a carefully laid out plan to blow up the ceremony next year. Samuel J. takes the cake, and Bruce Willis, of course, kicked ass till he died. Whoa, spoiler. Definitely 7 out of 10 on the Country Slaughterhouse certified movie scale.
I used to be suicidal.
I used to be a cat.
I was pregnant.
I was a boulder.
But now I'm not anymore.
But now I'm not anymore.
I'm still a boulder.
These are our final thoughts on today's Country Slaughterhouse. The Oscars have got me thinking about a movie idea that I've already pitched several times to James Cameron, who has informed me third party that he has gotten my messages and will get back to me as soon as his schedule clears up. Alright, so the biker trolls have been oppressed by the elven race for 7,000 years. There's no more gold, but the beer down there flows like a river. The trolls were happy until they were forced to kill again when the elves came down from their sky towers to the dwarf hovels. One dwarf warrior, Kutchman, went up to the lead elf with his sissy blonde hair and legion of sissy blonde minions and said, "Step off. I don't need your dang elf problems on top of my own dwarf ones. I haven't seen my dog Ted in 3 days." And that's where I'm at so far. I think it's got a great premise, great potential. I've been watching movies all my life. I know what they're missing. Beards and badass attitudes. Unfortunately, I could never write the next Venom. But if you throw away your dreams, you'll never be able to bang that chick from high school in the back of your sweet, turbocharged Camaro. This is the Cowman, signing off. Chill out, Chicago. Moo.
Oh yeah, come on now, alright, easy, do it,